So the wind has picked up a bit here, maybe around force 7, though I don't think it is quite that strong. Still, it is amazing what you can do with Maruzza, such a tiny boat that most people wouldn't even notice. Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Giuseppe and this is Maruzza. We have been here in the Aegean for a couple of months, getting ready for a voyage along the coasts of Equatorial Africa and testing all the refit work I did on the boat over the past few months. Today there is a good wind, just what we need. Okay, we are sailing with Maruzza, steered by the wind vane, which flutters proudly in the breeze and handles the boat far better than I could, for sure, without even getting tired, and we are heading towards Skyros, the southernmost of the western Sporades. The forecast mentioned a following northwesterly wind around force 6-7 around Skyros. In reality, apart from a few gusts near force 6, I don't think it ever reached 7. Still, I have to reduce the sail area a bit because we are going too fast and we get there too soon, and that's not good. Yeah, because I need to reach Skyros after 3 p.m. because between noon and 3 the wind is expected to peak around force 7. So, to slow down a bit, I start to take a reef in the mainsail. That way I should reach Skyros within the right time window to avoid the strong wind. The first couple of hours go by peacefully. I trust both the boat and Giacomo, so I try to rest a bit or spend some time reading the Decameron, which, by the way, is an amazing book. Anyway, this time the forecast is spot on, and by mid-morning the wind picks up. This is the first year I have a spry hood, and honestly I don't know how I managed without it until now. Not to mention Giacomo. I couldn't even imagine sailing without it. But the wind here is a solid force 6. I have already dropped the mainsail completely, yet even so the jib number 1 is a bit too much. The boat rounded up sharply, so I changed from jib number 1 to jib number 2. After that, there is only the storm jib left. While I was changing sails, even without no canvas up, Maruzza kept a good speed. Now, even with this small jib, we are still moving fast. I'm very happy, the boat is holding up, no problem at all. Anyway, guys, it's really something special. It's beautiful. I have been sailing with Maruzza for years, and sometimes everything just clicks perfectly. Sometimes the sea puts on these magnificent shows of pure poetry. Moments that stretch forever in memory. And here I am. I'll never forget this moment. It would have been worth living an entire life just to be here, today.
If you like this channel, you have to subscribe. I'm Paco the Sailor Man.
Anyway, this strong wind calls for a few special adjustments. Here you can see a technical trick I invented for Giacomo. You can lower the wind vane blade and raise the counterweight when things get rough, like now. If the blade stays high, the lever arm becomes too long and the vane shakes. Lowering it brings down the center of effort, let's say, and everything stays stable. The boat sails beautifully, perfect. Actually, some spray is coming in from this area here, and I'll probably need to install some kind of splash guards, otherwise the water gets into the cockpit. So yeah, the wind has picked up again. I think it's solid force 6. Maybe possibly up to 7, but I don't think so. It is noon now, so we should be near the peak of the wind strength. In a couple of hours, around 2:30, we should be much closer. It is right now 12:20, so soon we should be out of this strong, yet a bit unpleasant wind. Even if it is exhilarating, seeing Maruzza handle a wind force 6-7 makes me happy and proud. Yeah, I could still reduce the head sail further and switch it to the storm jib if needed, so we still have a bit of margin. For now we are fine, jib number 2, broad reach, good speed, good wind, nice waves, everything is under control. Now, I have been at sea for hours and I haven't seen anyone, but you can never lose focus. Well, actually there is a boat on a bit of a collision course with me. We both have port tack, but I am to the leeward, so I have the right of way. Still, who knows if the other skipper has seen me or even knows the rules. So you have to be very careful, no matter who is right. A collision course is always a bad idea. In the end, the guy passed in front of me and all good. It is still kind of amazing what you can do with Maruzza, such a small boat most people wouldn't even notice, yet here we are, sailing anywhere, even in these demanding conditions. All day I have seen just another sailboat, nobody else out there, but when it is necessary, it can be done. Of course, it is better not to head out in a Force 7, but if it is from astern, if the boat is balanced and well set up, and if the skipper more or less knows what he's doing, then it is perfectly manageable. I'm very proud of Maruzza, and I have to admit also a bit proud of myself. With this wind, though, the boat is fast and we are covering a lot of miles. I am staying inside and dry. At 3:48 p.m. we are abeam of Skyros, that small islet over here. We are about 1 mile away, with 6.5 miles left to our final destination, which is here. At one point the sea built up quite a bit, big, beautiful waves, but the wind has dropped definitely. So overall the winds is no longer a problem, it is the waves that are annoying, not really the breeze, which is okay. We are almost there now. Just a few more miles and everything will change. And as always, I'll go from a state of alert to a calm and peaceful anchorage. And that's one of the greatest gifts life gives us. Anyway, after a bit of rough weather, nothing too bad though I have to say, we have arrived at this incredible spot. Pine forest behind me, a beautiful anchorage, I have to say. The island of Skyros is stunning, with these Aleppo pines that glow a kind of a bright, almost fluorescent green. I got here after that rather lively sail, but all in all it was manageable. I anchored here under sail. The holding ground isn't great, it is covered by Posidonia, which is a shame. Bad both because the anchor doesn't hold very well and because Posidonia is vital for marine ecosystems, let's remember that. I'll stay here a few days and then head north, probably towards Lesbos. It will be a nice long sail, but that's for the coming days. So I'll keep you updated, talk to you soon. Ciao. So I'll stay here a few days, relax a bit and take in the view. Anyway guys, that's all for now. I hope to see you in the next video. But if we don't see each other on this channel, as always, I'll see you somewhere on the hook. Ciao!